Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss about different types of assessment method and what is assessment used in psychology. So basically the term variation means a change or a difference in the amount or the level of something. So basically here they are talking about variations tend to be seen in terms of intelligence, terms of aptitude, in terms of interest, in terms of personality, and in terms of values. As we have discussed about how people differ in their intelligence and aptitude and interest. These topics have been covered under the chapter number 1. So basically here they are using the term assessment. Assessment is the first step in understanding the psychological attribute. So here they are talking about in order to know the cause of a particular behavior, we tend to use different types of method. So basically here they have characterized the assessment into formal and informal. The formal are organized, standardized and objective, whereas informals are varies from individual to individual. Interpretation is subjective in nature. It means it could be biased. The interpretation in the informal assessment could be biased also, but if we compare with the formal assessment, like your examination is also a type of assessment through which we come to know about the difference types of aptitude about an individuals. So basically here they're talking about the formal assessment have a particular time schedule and they are done on the basis of using a particular scale to measure the individual's mental ability as well as to know about the different dimensions of the human behavior. So basically here they're talking about different types of assessment method. Psychological test, interview, case study, observation, and self-report are the 5 different types of assessment method that are used in terms of understanding of human behavior and their activities. Basically here they are talking about the first, that is psychological tests. Psychological tests are basically developed in order to measure the individual mental ability as well as to know about the different dimensions of the human behavior. So basically here they have used different types of tests which have been developed by the psychologists, like to measure the individual anxiety level. People use anxiety Sinner's anxiety scale, so that is also an standardized through which people come to know about their anxiety level. Now second test is your interview. So through interview come to know about a individual's what he feel about a particular situations. Through by asking a set of questions to an individual, we come try to understand the problem of an individual. So individual basically involves seeking information on one-to-one basis. When the interaction take place on one-to-one basis, we try to know about individual emotional sides as well as about his mental ability, behavior. So basically all these things are concluded in interview. So basically counselor and salesperson make an effective use of interview in order to make a demand or in order to understand the problem of an individual. Now next comes your case study. So basically in psychology we try to make case study, as case study is in-depth study in which we try to look upon to the psychosocial factor as well as the psychosocial history factor about a particular individual. We come to know about the background of an individual through case study. So case study we try to give a particular term, that is in-depth study. So basically here they're talking about that an individual tries to know about different situations in terms of psychosocial and psychohistorical background. Now let us know about the observation. This is the fourth assessment method that are basically used in psychology. We try to assess different phenomena by using observation, as observation is one of the most effective tool in psychology, because as you know observation we have studied in class 11th, naturalistic and participant observations. So basically there are 2 different types of observation that we make use in to know about a particular phenomena, to know about the individual activities. So we tend to make use of different types of observation tests that are basically developed by psychologists. Now here the last method is your self-report. So basically here they're talking about an individual tries to express his opinion and facts what he felt about a particular situation, so that on the basis of the information collected by using different assessment method. So self-report is basically a factual information about herself, himself, or opinion. You can kindly note down this in your psychology notebook. As we have discussed about the different theories and different types of tests that are basically used in to measure the individual intelligence, and on the basis of which culture defines what type of test we have discussed in chapter number 1. So basically here they're talking about, we come to know about the difference between the intelligence of an individual by using different types of assessment method, and we try to assess individuals aptitude level also by using assessment method. So basically these are the 5 important types of assessment method that are used in psychological field.